Guys, today we're gonna dive deep into the ocean. We're diving in right here, right now, right here. No, but seriously guys, this video, the ocean is way deeper than you think. I've always been interested in the ocean and the mysteries of the ocean that no one really talks about. And it's not just because I'm a fisherman. There's super creepy creatures lurking beneath the waters, which I think is perfect for the month of October. Seeing all these weird, creepy stories, monsters. Just because you're never gonna see them in real life, but you know, why not? Just have that in the back of your head so when you go to the beach, you'll say, maybe one day I'll get attacked by one. But just kidding, guys. Welcome to Reaction Time. Today we're gonna look at how deep is the ocean really. Original video is absolutely amazing. Going to be in the description. If you go really deep below the waters, you'll see stuff like this. Maybe like this. And even this. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's jump right into this. I'm ready. Let's see and find out how deep is the ocean really.
The ocean is really, really deep.
Really? How deep?
Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize.
Creepy stuff. Very scary. When I went to the beach once, there was a little ridge that went really deep really quickly. And I panicked. I'm not a great swimmer, but I'm still a fish man. I need to stop.
If you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep.
What? Okay, so you're telling me that the ocean is deeper than Mount Everest. I'm just kidding. I probably knew that already. Probably.
3/4 of our planet is already covered in water, though, and it goes a lot deeper than just 2 miles.
You know what I thought was always crazy to me? 3/4 of the Earth is covered in water. Your body is made up of the same exact ratio. 3/4 of your body is actually made up of water. Is that right? Isn't that fact correct? Factually accurate? I just thought it was the weirdest coincidence. How the Earth, a planet that supports life, has water covering 75%. Yet your body, made up of 75% pure water.
Let's start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is the size of an average human. This slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant. And this is the size of the largest ship ever built.
And this is the side of tall fishermen. I'm pretty tall. Just kidding, I'm not in this video. But if I was.
The Knock Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out. Milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving.
Is it just me or does 40 meters seem like a ton? The way this is portrayed, it looks so small. It looks like such a short distance.
At 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which means that it sank in water shallower than it is long, so if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water.
I actually never knew that. Facts learned. This is better than school. Hashtag hell yeah.
Just slightly deeper than that at 100 meters is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of decompression sickness. But that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters.
That's 2.14 times the unrecommended amount of diving. That man is a true fish man.
This guy swam down to this level with just one single breath.
Okay. Maybe someone's a little pro. That's actually amazing. Don't do that. Don't try that at home. I mean, yeah, at home you're gonna have a pool that's 214 meters deep. I'm really smart today. I'm sorry, guys.
Further down at 332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed Gabir. If he had swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater.
What? There's no way. Take the Empire State Building, dip it in the ocean, just a little... I can't even imagine that. The Empire State Building. Here's the comparison of a person next to the Empire State Building. Yeah. That's how tall the Empire State Building is.
And a little further than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet and also the limit of the US Seawolf-class nuclear submarine. At 535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins. And
penguins can dive deeper than blue whales? I'm learning my facts today. I'm gonna fact check people. I'm gonna fact check the I'm gonna say it. Blue whales, they can dive really deep. You know, penguins can dive deeper.
This is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure. At this level below the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person, or the penguins, would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further down the depths, at 830 meters,
full weight of a polar bear on a quarter. And you have a lot of quarters all over. Wow.
The height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world.
Do you guys know that building? I've never actually been there, but I've seen footage of it. So now we're gonna play some footage of it just to show you how tall it really is. Yeah, it's really tall!
Once we hit 1,000 meters below the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone.
I don't like scary zones.
Light from the surface can no longer reach beyond this point, so the rest of the ocean below is shrouded in permanent darkness.
Oh, that's cool.
On top of that, the water pressure you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning that you would die very quickly. You would also...
Wait, okay. And that's the pressure of the planet Venus. What's the pressure of the planet Uranus? It must be a lot of pressure.
Would at this sea level if the water pressure didn't already kill you. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle, and further down at 1,828 meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon were it to be underwater with us.
The Grand Canyon. Have you seen videos of people screaming to the Grand Canyon? It's really, really, really deep.
Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish, a carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it. Meaning that since we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a flashlight.
That is so disgustingly gross. Was that the same fish from Finding Nemo?
2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid.
Is that the same squid from the movie The Meg? Yeah.
Sperm whales often have sucker marks and scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid that likely take place at these incredible depths.
Those are so creepy.
The squids themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles.
Oh! So they have like teeth all over? Oh! 14 meters long. Isn't like 3 feet and 1 meter? Does that really mean they're 42 feet long? That's really long. Oh!
So yeah, good luck with that down there. Way further down at 3,800 meters, we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic. And a bit past that, at 4,000 meters, we start to enter the abyssal zone of the ocean. Water pressure is at an astonishing 11,000 pounds per square inch down here, and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these depths, such as the fangtooth, anglerfish, and viperfish.
Ew. They all look like cousins. Come on. This is Jimmy, Thomas, and that's Jackson. Who's your favorite? Jimmy, Thomas, or Jackson? These are true fishmen. Oh, those are part of the fishman family.
Down at 4,267 meters is the average depth of the ocean where you would normally expect to hit the floor.
Oh, okay. So finally, we got to the floor. I think that's pretty much it, right? No, there's more.
There are parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than even this. At 4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship Bismarck sunk during World War II, and way down at 6,000 meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone, named after the underworld Hades itself.
I knew it. It wasn't just fiction. It's real. Okay, it's not.
The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp, or a single person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets.
50? Dude, give me like 100, okay? Don't worry. Strong, tall fish, man.
Down at these depths, you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection, but life still exists down here in various strange forms.
I don't want to see the monsters.
At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic. Way further down at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest.
Mount Everest. Take Mount Everest. Dump it in the ocean. Ocean is still deeper. Can you believe that? It takes people weeks, more than weeks, to get to the top of Mount Everest. Months.
To be upside down and placed underwater. And then, way further past even that, at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during the Deep Sea Challenger mission. The deepest point in the ocean yet reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste submarine.
People in 1960 reached deeper than we can reach today. What does that say? It just says the 60s were awesome. That's actually sad, because think about it, all the technology we have now, all the computing power we have, and we can't reach farther than that
It took them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes before a window cracked and they began to resurface.
That is creepy.
Just a bit further down from there at 10,972 meters, and we reached the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner. So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at.
I don't want to know anymore. Why does it look like the screen there's a monster? Is it just me or am I tripping right now?
When we hit 10,994 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean called the Challenger Deep, right here on this map just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean than this that just haven't been discovered yet. It wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Sirena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped.
5%? We can do better than that, and I promise that. I'll get her done.
Leaving the other 95% to be currently a mystery.
So there could be even creepier monsters? I think we're good with the 3 family members I added. No more. There's already too many monsters in my family, including me.
It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found, and who knows what we may discover there.
Oh, yeah. There's gonna be like a shark, squid, mutant, piranha fish. It's gonna be amazing. Real life lore. Amazing video. Go check it out in the description. You can see the whole video there. No interruptions or anything like that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, check me out on social media right here. And hopefully you learned something new today. You can tell your parents, yeah, Tall Fishman's family lives deep in the ocean. You're never watching him again. That's gonna wrap it up for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one, guys. And I'll see you next time with more episodes. And peace out.